Hello, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe, like and share. If you have any question, drop it in the comments section and I'll answer them. I'm going to be showing you how to make all these necklines. First, we're starting with the basic square neckline. You go in by how wide you want your neckline to be, and then you go down by how deep you want your neckline to be. Some persons go in 3 inches and go down 3 inches, but I went in 5 inches and I'm going down by 3 inches now. So when you're done, you connect it as so.
Told me you don't really do commitment, trust me, consider your message received. When you said you couldn't take us too serious.
Okay, when you're done connecting it, you try to cut it off and then you spread it out. Now this is our basic square neckline. So I'm going to label these so that we can be able to differentiate them with their names too. And next is the V neckline. For the V neckline, you're going to go in the same way, how wide you want your neckline to be and how deep you want your neckline to go. So when you're done, you connect it as I did in this tutorial.
I meant what I said when I said it, lady. I never want to look at a house in the garden.
Now when you're done connecting it, you can also go out further on the armhole line, like towards the armhole line, and connect it back. It all depends on your preference. You can also use your curve rule if you don't want it to look straight. It all depends on how you want your v-neck to look, straight or curved. Then you cut it out. This is our v-neck line. So I'm going to use this same pattern to draft the deep v-neck line. For the deep v-neck line, you're coming up from the waistline. So you're going up how further up you want it to look. Some people go 4 inches up, 5 inches up, and the rest part is open. It depends on how deep you actually intend it to go. Then you connect it back to the shoulder line, like the way I'm doing it. When you're done, you cut it out, and that's your deep v-neck line.
I know you're not mine, it's just my turn, but we can still have fun for now.
And next our neckline is a round neckline. I'm going to be using 3 inches width and 3 inches depth. If you want it to go down more, then you increase the depth inches to 4, and know when you're doing too much, because you don't want it to hang so low. So I'm using 3 inches width and 3 inches depth. This time around I'm connecting with my curve rule because you want it to look round. So place it in such a way that it produces a round curve. Yeah, that's it. Then you cut.
Stop paying so much attention, and when you're moving in another direction, don't worry.
Now next on our neckline, the sweetheart neckline. So you check the depth, how deep you want it to be. Your bust point line is also okay, your chest line is also fine. Then for the width, this is 3 inches width, but you can go out for like 1 inch or 2 inch towards the armhole. So I'm going to measure 4 inches from the armhole. So that means I'm going in by 4 inches, and I'm going to make a straight line 4 inches down, but not close to the point on the bust line. So I might stop at the chest line for this. Okay, then using my curve rule, I'll connect the depth to that point. Okay, then using the straight rule, I'm going to connect the other part to the shoulder line, as so. That's it.
We're gonna keep it low key, keep it softly spoken, with no strings tying you to me. I'm happy in your company with no.
Next is the asymmetric neckline. For this neckline, we'll be spreading our pattern paper open. Then from the center, we go out by 3 inches on both sides on the shoulder line. This to show where the shoulder slant started. Then on one side, you go down by how deep you want your neckline to be. I always tell you it is optional. You can go down as low as you want and as high as you want. Just don't do too much. Know when you're doing too much. Then we marked the 3 inches on both sides. So using my straight rule, I'm going to connect this back to this point. You can use your straight rule, you can also use your curved rule. I'm going to use my curved rule now to make it a bit curvy. I don't want mine straight, but if you want yours straight, that's fine. It's all about manipulations. So you manipulate your neckline however you want it, and as long as you're using the right measurement, it comes out just very fine. And we go ahead to cut this.
So when you stop paying so much attention, and when you're moving in another direction, don't worry, I get it. I meant what I said when I said.
And next on our neckline is the one shoulder neckline. For this, we're opening our pattern paper also, taking note of the 3 inches width on both sides. Then from the armhole, from the top of the armhole, you go down by 4 inches. Then make a mark and connect this back to the other side, 3 inches on the other side, with your straight rule or with your curved rule, depending on how you want the off shoulder to be shaped, curvy or straight. Mine is straight for the sake of this tutorial. On our neckline is the Queen Anne neckline. For the Queen Anne neckline, it's almost looking like your sweetheart's neck. You go in deep, but there is a difference. You go in on how deep you want it to be. Then on the shoulder line, you mark how wide you want your neckline to be on your shoulder line. I'm going to maintain the 3 inches. That's 5 inches from the armhole line and 3 inches from the center point, depending on how you want it. Then I'm going to make a point maybe on 4 inches down. Then at that point, I'm going to go in on towards the armhole, because I want the line coming down from the shoulder line to look slanty. So I'm going to go in like maybe 4 inches, so 5 inches up and 3 inches down and 5 inches up, so that when I connect these two lines, it's going to look slanty and not straight, which is the difference this neckline has with the sweetheart neckline. The sweetheart neckline just came down straight. Now you connect with your curved rule to how deep you want it to look. So if you want to go up, you want to go down, it depends. You want to stop at your bust point, you want to stop at your chest line, just is left for you.
There's a flash in the pan, but we can still have fun for now.
Next is the strapless neckline. Now for this strapless neckline, we're going to open up our pattern paper also, and also take note that from the center you need to come down on how deep you want it to stop. You want it to stop at your chest line or above your chest line or close to your bust point. It's left for you. Then on the armhole side, I'm going down by 4 inches on both sides of the armhole. So when I'm done, this is going to look like a sweetheart neckline, kind of strapless neckline, if you know what I'm saying. So you connect with your curve rule like so. So it's going to have that sweetheart neckline look, but it's actually a strapless neckline because it doesn't have sleeves, kind of, so to say. So this is it. So you can also scrape this sweetheart neckline and also use your straight rule to make a straight line. It depends on you. It's all about pattern manipulations. Manipulate your pattern however you want to do it. And that's it for the necklines. Thank you so much for watching this. Bye.